Alright everyone, welcome back to my Devil May Cry 4 S-Rank guide, and today I'm going to be helping you with mission 5. This mission isn't too hard, hopefully it doesn't give you that much trouble. This first fight here is going to be against a couple of Mephistos, which are the floating cloak guys, and I accidentally went into the divinity statue there, don't mind that. So the way you want to fight them, you want to keep on spamming snatch until their cloak goes away, and then you just want to beat on them. Just try to avoid their slashes with their attacks and you'll be alright, they're fairly easy to dodge. But okay, once you bust their cloaks, you just want to beat on them however you want. Try to do different moves to, vary up your style. Kind of like scarecrows, because when they are uncloaked, they cannot do anything. Sometimes they'll just try to run back, but you can just either snatch them or grab them or streak to them, and you'll be fine. And also, while they're cloaked up, you can let out a couple of charge shots in between snatching so that you do some extra damage before they even get out of the cloak. And yeah, you could also smack them with your sword while they're in the cloak, but it's much more safer to just snatch them and then maybe shoot out charge shots. But okay, once you kill them, you want to destroy everything around. There's a lot of things to destroy here. So take out all these statues, the ice statues, just make sure you break everything. On top of the pillar too, you can also break more stuff. And if you climb on top of the pillar, you will also see that there's another orb you can get. I didn't get it here, unfortunately. It's an annoying one to get, especially as Dante when you come back here, but I'm just mentioning this now. But yeah, like I said, there's a thing you can break on here that's gonna give you a health drop if you lost any health. You also want to break the graves too. A couple of the smaller statues also drop health, so again, if you lost some health during the fight, those will give you back some when you break them. But okay, a couple of more graves to break, a couple of more statues, and then once you break them all, you can go up the stairs. There's a couple more things to break on the stairs, but we'll get there in a second. But okay, when you break all the breakable things, the gates don't give orbs, so you don't even have to break those. The gates on the left there. But okay, once you start climbing the stairs here, you will see those two statues here on the left and right. You're gonna want to break those and they will give you some more orbs. And then you want to enter this door, and inside you're gonna have a couple of Bianco Angelos. There's also some furniture you can destroy. Some will probably get destroyed during the fight, but okay. These guys, just like the previous time we fought them, you can either just smack them until their shield breaks, or you can jump behind them and then launch them in the air and do a combo. While you are comboing them in the air, they could fly away and escape and try to counter you, but you should be alright anyway. You can buster them from the back in the air, etc. Just watch out, because they could poke you out of the air when you're jumping or comboing another dude. So if there's another dude beside you, just watch out, because they could anti-air you. But other than that, you should be alright here. And then when you kill them all, just run around the room, make sure you broke everything that's breakable, all the tables, all the chairs. You probably broke some of the furniture during the fight. And then once you broke everything, you can continue, you can go on through the door. And then in the next room, you're gonna have a gyro blade. No fighting, but you're gonna have to just open the gate and then use the gyro blade. No orbs here either. This is just to progress with the mission, so just smack that open and then use the gyro blade to continue. So go up to it, buster it, then smack it with your sword to make it go further. If it bounces back, then just hit it again, it'll be fine. And then once you smack the gyro blade into that blue Eiffel Tower looking statue, you're gonna be falling down. And there's gonna be a lot of orbs here, but you don't have to get them right away, because you're gonna be jumping up jump pads in a bit anyway. I go get a red orbs cache here though. I probably should have left that until I was jumping up, so it would be less confusing, but there's an orb cache in here, so just make sure that you get that. I show you where it is anyway when we're going back up, so it's okay. But anyway, get the orbs cache and then you can go down. And then once you jump down, you're gonna trigger a fight with a couple of Mephistos. A Faust is also gonna join later on, but a Faust is basically just a stronger Mephisto. We'll get there in a bit. But okay, for the Mephistos, you just want to snatch them or maybe throw out some charge shots in between until they uncloak, and then you want to smack them. Once they're uncloaked, they cannot do anything but run away. They're really easy to beat up, so just do that. Busters are also really good. And now watch out, because the Mephistos can also do this spinning attack, right? You either want to jump over it and stay in the air, or you can time your devil trigger activation like I failed to do there, and you will get some iframes to dodge it. A thing you can also do with these guys, right? You could shoot out a charge shot at them, and then you can go buster them, and then the charge shot will explode after a few seconds without them going back into cloaked form. But okay, once you kill the first one, then snatch the second one up until he, uncloaks. I kind of got bored of waiting, so I just shot him and luckily he died. And then a Faust will spawn. And Fausts are basically stronger Mephistos. So in general, you want to do the same thing to them. You want to keep on snatching them and shoot charge shots at them until they uncloak. I took a bad hit there. Some of their attacks might be a bit tougher to dodge than the Mephistos. That one you could get away with activating Devil Trigger iframes if you have that, or jumping, or just dodging out of the way too. But okay, once it uncloaks, you want to do the same thing as to Mephistos, just smack them up a bunch. And another move that these guys do is that they will summon their spikes around you, their red spikes, and then they will shoot them at you. So you can avoid those by timing your single jump, not double jump, to get iframes so that you can avoid it. It might be a little tough at first, but once you get the timing down, it'll be alright. But okay, when you're done here, there's a green orb in here if you lost some health during the fight like I did. Then you want to grab the wing talisman to activate the jump pads. And now you're going to want to jump on them, but slowly. because you're gonna be getting a lot of orbs here. It's okay if you fall, you have plenty of time. Now after this second jump pad here, you're gonna want to jump over to the left, and this is where I got the red orb cache. I already got it earlier in the video, so just make sure that you get it, and then you want to continue jumping. I fall down, but it's okay, like I said, plenty of time. But alright, get back on the jump pads and just jump on them. Collect any orbs you see, and then a little higher you're gonna see another platform. You're gonna want to get on that because there's gonna be a red orbs crystal there. As you can see, it's right there, so just get it and start smacking it. And then once you break this, there isn't going to be any more platforms that you have to get on, but there is still orbs you're going to want to get. So just make sure that you jump on the platforms and maybe do a couple of extra jumps just in case you miss some orbs. So here I fall down a bit, but you know, whatever. I get back on the platform, grab the extra orbs, and do not jump on that last platform. You can see that there is a red orb under it. Make sure you grab that first. Then once you grab it, you can continue. And once you get out, you're going to have to do a fight with a Frost and a couple of Mephistos. And during this fight, I suggest you take out the Mephistos first, because first of all, they're a bit easier to take down than the Frosts. Because if you try to take down the Frost, the Mephistos might get in the way and they might get a bit annoying. I mean, if you try to take down the Mephistos, also the Frost might also be getting in your way, so that could also be annoying. But in my opinion, at least, it's much easier to take down the Mephistos first than the Frost. So try your best to avoid the Frost attacks, then keep on snatching the Mephistos, try shooting out some charge shots until they uncloak. Then once they uncloak, do what you want to them. And as for the Frost, when it does a big jump, you have to get out of its way, otherwise it's going to summon a lot of ice on the ground around it and it's gonna hurt you, so you want to make sure you're out of the way of that attack. Its projectiles can also be annoying as hell to dodge, so just try your best at that. And whenever a Frost is mid-animation, whether it's doing an attack or something, you can always snatch it. You will be able to snatch it. Normally you can't, they will dodge, but as long as they're in an attack animation or something, you can snatch them and then you can attack them, buster them, etc. So just pay attention for when a Frost is in an animation. Obviously, if you're not comfortable, you're better off dodging their attacks. I do that a lot, but I'm just saying, you can snatch them whenever you want. But okay, I just uncloaked the Mephisto here, smack it around a bunch. And then as you can see, I've done a bunch of damage to the Frost during the fight, so hopefully you've done that too. You can take it out easily. But okay, once you completed that fight, you want to move on, get through the door. And outside this door, guess what? There's more Frost and a lot of breakables. So smack these things, make sure that you don't forget them. Then as you can see, there's a bunch of Frosts first. I would focus on killing all of them first. In this hallway, it might be a bit confusing on when you've killed them all. Just listen out for the music. If the music stops, that means you've killed them. Although sometimes if you hear the music stop and then you walk around the hallway for a bit, the music might start up again, so that means you haven't killed them all. So just do a walk away around the hallway just in case you've missed something. But yeah, when you kill them all, make sure to grab all the collectibles. I'll show you where they are. And lucky for us, this is the last fight in the mission, so just make sure you get a good enough score for an S rank. And then I know there's still a couple of minutes left in the video, but the rest of it is literally just red orbs. But yeah, take out the Frosts, make sure to break their crystals as soon as possible as they form one around them, because the longer they stay in that crystal, the more health they regain, so you're going to want to break the crystals as quick as possible. Watch out for their attacks, snatch them when you're able to. When they're mid-animation, you can snatch them. Then again, you get to do what you want to them. Sometimes you won't be able to launch them in the air because they require some hitting beforehand, but when you do, you can combo them for a bit. Try to hit your exceeds here. Again, I always say this, it's always better to exceed and not do it well than not do it at all. Sometimes you'd be able to get that lucky hit where you'll be able to do some extra damage because you got a max act, so just try. But okay, the Frost is dead. Once you kill them all, you want to run all around this hallway because we still have some candle stands to break to get some red orbs. So once you get to the middle of the hallway, there's going to be 4 candle stands to break there, 2 on each side, and there's also a green orb, even though you don't need it because that was the last fight of the mission. But if you want, you can grab it. We broke all this stuff in the last mission too, so you should remember that. But break the other 2, and then you want to run to the end of this hallway, and then there's gonna be a couple of more. So as you can see, there's 2 more on the outside. There's one on the left side of the gate, and then there's another one on the other side of the gate. And then you want to go in and break everything in there. So smack the candle stands in here, then go to the corner on the right or the left because there's stuff to break in both corners, so just make sure you bust all those. So just quickly break everything here, and then once you exit the gate, there's gonna be a door right in front of you. You can go through that, you don't have to go all the way back. So go through this door, and then there's gonna be a couple more things to break and collect here. So as you can see, there's plenty of chairs to break again, just like you did in the last couple of missions. But before we do that, we're gonna go hit the red orbs cache first. So go up here, then hit a max act. You don't have to time it, you could just rev it up normally. Then you want to do a high roller, which is lock on back attack, and then you want to jump off the wall to get it. Make sure to not forget the floating orbs up there, and then you want to go down and get the chairs. Again, just like in the last mission, you can use the gyro blades to break things faster. I, for some reason, once again, do not do it. I do exceeded streaks instead, it works too, and then I just smack it up a bunch. But yeah, use the gyro blades if you want to make things faster, or just smack them like I'm doing right now. Then make sure to get the chairs on the other side when you break all of these. I missed some, so I just quickly have to go back to get them. But yeah, once all the chairs are broken here, you want to go to the other side. Again, just use the gyro blade. It's much quicker that way. But anyway, I don't do it. I go to the other side and start breaking these chairs. I do a level 3 streak, which helps me a lot here. And then yeah, when you break all the chairs, now you just want to get to the end of the mission. So there's a jump pad on the middle of the room, so you want to jump on that and then get on top of the chandelier. I failed to do that first try, unfortunately, but whatever. So yeah, get on top of the chandelier, then you want to smack it so that way it's gonna fall into the portrait and create a way for you to go through. So then you want to go down the stairs. There's gonna be a door there which you want to go through, and that's gonna lead into the room where the mission ends. And then once you get through this door, all you want to do is literally just run until the mission ends. You will know when it ends because it's gonna play a cutscene. So then when you do that, obviously you want to skip it unless you don't want to, but you do if you want to save time, but whatever. You want to skip the cutscene that's gonna play, and then yeah, end of the mission. This is another one where I don't get S in all 3 categories. In fact, I only get it in time this time. I got A in style and orbs. Hope this helped you. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, of course, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.